right, listen up, listen up, listen up. Tonight is the beginning of a journey. For some of you, it's a chance to tell your story. For others, it's a chance to add a feather to your cap. Whatever your situation is, we all want to get to Vegas and bring home that cup. But we got to do it one game at a time. Tonight, you'll be playing on a different court, wearing a different uniform, feeling a different vibe in the arena. You know why? Because it's prime time. Anybody ready for prime time?
We ready, coach.
This isn't just another game. Everybody is watching to see how you carry this, how far you come, how far you can go. And it's time to show them. It's time to show them all. Bring it in.
Yeah, boys, let's go.
All right, Vegas on 3. 1, 2, 3, Vegas!
Everybody, welcome to our game. NBA Cup action coming your way shortly. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Short a rotation play, nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
And tonight marks the start of the NBA Cup for MP. I know a major goal for him is winning this competition, making a statement to the rest of the NBA.
Well, when you look at the Cup, you almost have to win this first game to advance out of the group stage. So MP has made it a point to get his teammates ready, imploring them to treat this like a playoff game. I'm excited to see how they come out.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Jimmy Butler. Seth Curry is out there with Curry. Then it's Miller, and it's Porzingis, and at the center, filling out the middle. And for the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline.
No surprise, MP is on a mission to bring home the NBA Cup, telling me I want to be a part of a winning legacy. That's my main goal in any competition I'm in. Victories come first. All the individual stuff comes later. Guys?
Hey, thanks for that. No, we sure wouldn't. This guy is all in for sure. Here's MP, following the score by Jamal Murray. Outside Butler. From downtown, and Curry the bucket on the assist by Butler.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. 8-point game. They come in fresh off the win against the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Show a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in the groove from the opening tip.
Now, here is Miller. Porzingis with a screen on Jokic. And a wide open look for MP. And the Warriors, another 3.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're clearly all in. All right, John, thanks a lot. Here's Porzingis. Takes it off the glass. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely... You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised. A bit of a dry spell for sure.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. As now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Watson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-4 run. Horford sets a screen for MP. In the corner, it's Melton. Some nice passing by Golden State. A three from MP. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Valanciunas. Watson surveying the D. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Sir Miller will bring it up for Golden State. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Here's Pickett following the basket by Al Horford. Pass to Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Horford.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Miller outside. Butler sets a screen for MP. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double. Some changes here. So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Gordon. Back to Brown. There's the triple. And Curry pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry is on there. Then it's Butler. And there's Porzingis. And it's Miller in a power forward. Now here's Johnson. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. And here's Miller outside. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Murray outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Murray's got 10.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. He's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete. He throws it down with some major force.
Now here's Curry. Butler is screen on Gordon. Miller the pass to Butler. Over Johnson. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by MP. Butler's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Pass to Jokic. The 9-foot shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jokic just got his first basket.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Butler has screen on Gordon. There's Miller with the three. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And that's definitely a shot that he has at his arsenal.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action in just a minute.
Please direct your attention to center court. Get ready for the...
Thanks for joining us for this fun...
Well, right now for the Nuggets, they are hurting. What's that saying? It's always darkest before the dawn? Well, must be in the middle of the night over there. Because it's dark. It's real dark right now.
Yeah, time for somebody to light a spark for them.
Spark, they need a flamethrower, Ernie.
My bad. And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Denver Nuggets.
Big reason they're getting washed out, it's been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming?
And that's all for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Out on the perimeter, it's going to be Brown and Johnson. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the groove that David Adelman's going out there with to start the second half. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Murray the pass to Brown. Kept alive. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Using that huge body down low, Jokic racking up some hustle points.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Miller outside. And that one is off. The Nuggets trail by 18. And we're seeing Cam Johnson take his offensive game, GA, to another level.
Upping his scoring while remaining efficient. Most of the shots coming from long distance, but he can put the ball in the bucket from just about anywhere.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Murray finds Miller. Takes a three, and the three ball is good. MP's got 18 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
And Jokic doesn't get up too often, but when he snaps it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Substitution on the court.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Jokic kicks to Murray. No good on the three.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And Golden State, looking at who they've got. They've got Curry. Porzingis is out there with MP. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Curry in at the point.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Outside Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. The Nuggets trail by 20. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. That shot off. Golden State's got points.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
On pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And really deep through that time.
3 points.
He's got 23.
That's why you set screens for MP. He knows how to use them and knock shots down off of them.
Pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Warriors leading by 20. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Porzingis with a screen on Gordon. And here's Miller outside. And another three for Golden State.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance. And it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against the conference opponents that you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He was superb as a facilitator, really orchestrated things offensively, created a lot of opportunities for ready shooters.
Brown the pass to Valanciunas. Misses from close range. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Miller the pass to Horford. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
MP saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown wide open. He fires. The Nuggets with another miss. Horford with the screen on Jones. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
That's the end of the game.
And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the...
MP, you were able to reach the 20-point mark tonight and help your team get the victory. Is this something you guys can build on?
Yeah, it's all about reps. A good night scoring gives you confidence going into the next game. A win like this gives the team confidence going into the game after. Keep stacking those wins up, and you've got an all-NBA scorer and a championship contender. That's a good situation to be in, and I like that we're here right now.
Great. Thanks a lot, MP.
Hey, always appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific work as always, Dom. You...
Hey, how you feel about that pregame speech from Coach?
Ray was seriously feeling that spirit.
Yeah.
Feeling you, MP.
Just a reminder, folks, to make sure to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite
quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Siakam. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Pass to Zubac. The nice passing by Indiana here. Nembhard outside. Pocket 4. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam.
Well, Andrew Nembhard steps into that in good rhythm. Nice catch and shoot opportunity.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Really left him alone that time.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Siakam outside. Another three for Indiana.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And the Pacers are aptly named, Doris. They are looking to get out and run.
Oh, B.A., this is a fun basketball style to watch. Very up-tempo, fast first, a lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement. They have the depth to wear out their opponent. And if you listen to the guys who play against them, what they admire most is their consistent commitment to this identity. They are locked in on who they are and how they win.
Now here's Miller. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler, as tough as they come, competing on the backboards. Nice second chance opportunity.
Siakam outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Siakam's got 7 points in the game. Curry passes to MP. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Butler. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Butler's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, that's fantastic execution. Jimmy Butler has excellent touch close to the rim.
Pass to Halliburton. The three ball. Rebounded by Butler. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I take it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen the way I play. Back to you.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And some changes here for the Warriors. Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. A minute 29 left in the first. Pass to Shepherd. Lets the three fly. That shot is off.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, and yet somehow comes away empty.
They set the screen. MP, the pass to Butler. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. He has 6.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls. Just great decision-making from him.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Now here's Curry. Still no points. Butler, a screen on Toppin. And here's MP from outside. Counted from distance.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Pass to McConnell. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And this is T.J. McConnell's wheelhouse right here. Carves out a little space in the mid-range, so confident.
Butler passes to Horford. Now here's Curry. Miller outside. They set the pick to the inside. And it's Butler with the jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. MP getting it done for Golden State. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. They'll go with a different look here. Miller's checked in for Santos. Jimmy Butler comes in for Moody. Curry, he's checked in for Melton. And it's Stephen Curry in for Podziemski. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Ivica Zubac checked in for Siakam. Neesmith comes in for Walker. Nembhard, he's checked in for Jackson. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. Pass to Halliburton. Oh, taking the contact. Halliburton.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but it looks like he's ready to turn it around.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Neesmith out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for 2, Kristaps.
First one falls.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
It's also good, so he hits both free throws.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Here's Halliburton to halt the run. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Warriors on top, leading by 3. And will return shortly.
And taking a look at the Pacers, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish... And let's take a glance now at the Golden State Warriors. They're in a close one so far. The energy... Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
We've got Kristaps Porzingis. Stephen Curry is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Miller, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Neesmith passes it to Halliburton. And it's in there. And that's 11 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, that's a nice finish by Tyrese Halliburton. Again, he's so big and long, he can finish in the painted area.
Miller outside. And there's a pick. Puts up a 3. The shot misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Inside. And Nembhard gets it to go on the assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 4 assists now tonight. MP inside. Working on Siakam. Miller pass to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA. And Porzingis has got great instincts with when to dive and when to fade.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. MP really making a difference here.
With the perimeter D struggling to stay connected to him, they're getting bombarded.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Yes! Tough point from Tyrese.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
One of the things you love about Tyrese Halliburton, his clutch game.
You need your best players to be fearless in those moments and to play with a verve and a confidence that permeates the entire roster. And you've got to be a shot maker. Tyrese Halliburton is all of those things.
Zubac shot is off.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Well, give Jimmy Butler credit right there. Resourceful, powerful, backs away from no one.
Pass to Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Zubac with a screen on Curry. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Porzingis with a screen on Siakam. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while. But it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to pull things out when an illegal screen is set.
Pajemski's checked in for the Warriors. Then for Indiana, Toppin. He's checked in for Zubac. Walker comes in for Neesmith. And it's McConnell in for Nembhard. And the Pacers making a change here. Huff's checked in.
I think one thing that's clear with Obi Toppin is he has a drive to keep improving. He knows he's got some talent, but it's about the work you put in.
Porzingis with a screen on Toppin from deep. MP. And the three-pointer goes. MP's got 20.
He tore it up from downtown the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back to you, Brian.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Halliburton on the wing. He's covered by Curry. And Tyrese Halliburton with a 3. Halliburton's got 17.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
The long-range hit from MP.
Yeah, in the first half he was unstoppable indeed. Now 2 more since the break.
McConnell passes to Toppin. Now Halliburton. Three-pointer. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Miller outside. And there's the screen. Tries to keep it alive. Offline with a 3. MP getting it done for the Warriors. 7 3-pointers so far. He is And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award.
Checked in for Santos. Halliburton's checked in for Indiana. And Indiana looking at who they've got. They've got Halliburton, Pascal Siakam out there with Walker. Then there's TJ McConnell. And it's Toppin in at the 5, roaming the paint.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Podziemski. Here's McConnell. Toppin outside, and it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Ivica Zubac checked in for Toppin. Neesmith comes in for Walker, and it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Halliburton on the wing. Over Curry. Halliburton, the tough J.
And just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
Butler, a screen on Siakam. Yes! Using that window!
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Halliburton. Porzingis there for the rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Curry fires. Curry splashing one down from 3.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Siakam. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Boy, from a young age, Pascal Siakam never shied away from the big moments.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Siakam against Miller. He drills the wide-open jumper.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Siakam. Zubac. Oh, he leaves no question.
Wow, they needed a bucket, and Zubac answers the call big time.
Porzingis sets a screen. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score. And Siakam relishes the opportunity to deliver. That's a big-time basket.
Now Butler. Down low. Butler drops it in.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
The free throw is off from Butler.
Boy, at his best, Jimmy Butler is a versatile scorer, inside and outside. But what I will most remember him for is competitive toughness.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Butler. And yes, sir. In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
You got to give them respect that they're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
They trail by 9. Now Neesmith shoots a 3. Rebounded by Miller. Curry against Nembhard. Outside Miller for 3. The triple drop.
They got a big lift from the crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Now Siakam. Oh, MP with a block.
Great defense. The activity of MP so impressive right there.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
All right, let's send it over to the sidelines to Jennifer Quintal.
MP with a double-double in tonight's victory. It seemed like whenever your team needed something, you delivered. Your thoughts?
We trust in one another, you know? And we know who we are and what we're after. When you're on the same page, it's easier to see what your team needs and what needs to be provided. Tonight, I played provider. Tomorrow, it could be someone else.
That's great, MP. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Over to you, B.A.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you. Well, folks, that's going to...
Mama, there goes that man.
Stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
Now, Golden State's starting five. They've got Seth Curry. Porzingis is out there with MP. Then it's Butler. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot.
MP showing you have to stay connected to him the moment he crosses half court.
SGA kicks to Wallace. Pass to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Butler. Pocket 4. There's Williams. It's hauled in by MP. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Going to be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Puts up a deep 3 and another 3 for Golden State.
And that's how you execute in the open floor. Great job by MP to get to his spot.
Here's Holmgren. Got that bucket.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And here's Miller outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Miller's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
Here's MP. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. MP, good.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
I mean, it's sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Out to Miller. The 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Holmgren with a screen on Curry. SGA passes to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous Alexander as that one goes in. 8 points for Chet Holmgren. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about what can tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. pass to Dort. On the wing, Williams. And it's Dort off the drive. And that one is handed home.
Athletic play from Dort on the drive. Coming in hot and finishing it off with the slam.
And here's Miller outside. And the Warriors, another three.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
51 seconds left to play in the first. And stolen by Melton. Miller outside. Horford sets a screen for MP. And the Warriors, another three.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's three.
And finish off by Williams.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Mitchell from outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's the... Hartenstein's checked in for Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. Wallace is checked in for Dort. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots will be seen Gilgeous Alexander and Wallace. And it's Williams at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason.
And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? When OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league, needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Indiana. Butler is screen on Holmgren. MP's shot is good.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Shot from free throw range. That one a tad off line to the right, but drops in for him.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous Alexander made it pay off.
Miller outside. Here's the 3. Connects again from distance.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Butler sets a screen for MP. From past the arc. Good! Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Nice shot by Wallace.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Memphis.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely...
Connects again from distance.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now, Greg, alone in second place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? Now, here is Miller from deep three-point land, and again for 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Warriors on top as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
Yeah, it's been a mirage of threes. These days, more teams are playing outside in than inside out.
Kenny, you hurt my ears. And what better time than... Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got MP. Stephen Curry's out there with Curry. And there's Porzingis, and it's Butler in at the 3. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27.
Good, another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here's Miller outside. Connects again from distance.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. SGA passes to Williams. Here's Hartenstein. That one falls. Hartenstein's got his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Right now, let's take a moment here to... And another one falls.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
I mean, right. 3 times. He's now tied for the third most 60-point games in a single campaign. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren.
Attacking the rim, making excellent use of that height inside.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. No problems knocking that one down. Miller's got 18 points just in the second half.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And the jump by Holmgren.
What a night for Holmgren. He's been a focal point of this offense, scoring at will.
Butler sets a screen for Miller. And another 3 for Golden State.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And there's SGA on the assist by Wallace. SGA's got 5 points now in the quarter. Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. A 3 from MP. Again, what an avalanche!
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the night. Porzingis sets the pick for MP. He Got it again. Sensational.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Here's Wallace. Wallace slams it in.
What awareness from Gilgeous-Alexander on the defensive end. Finds a steal and starts a fast break.
Butler, a screen on Holmgren. Miller, no up.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That one drops for it. And that's now 6 points for Wallace.
Oh, nice dish by Williams. An aspect of his game that's sometimes overlooked, but Jalen is really good at making the right read.
On the wing, Wallace. For 3. That one's not going to go. And so it's MP making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on over. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. The Warriors also with a sub. MP's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. To the inside. Shoots. Hits some room on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
MP looking around. Jacks up a 3. Good. That's another bucket.
And that puts him even for 3rd on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
And 78 points tying Wilt Chamberlain's big night back in 60. And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the 2nd most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
And to think when the night started that we'd see someone match Kobe's 81, his performance has been nothing short of magnificent.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on an 18-6 run.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that.
And another one falls! Amazing!
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good, he hits again.
90, a legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
The skill from Holmgren is something to behold.
Miller with a wide open look. And another 3 for Golden State.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Thanks, guys. We've seen a lot of impressive performances from you, MP, but tonight you were in total control. Always 2-3 moves ahead. Looked like you were playing a video game. And you finished with the video game stat line crossing the 90-point mark, only for the second time in NBA history. What was different about tonight for you?
Yeah, the thing about video games is they're art, and art imitates life. You know, I'm out here playing against flesh and blood hoopers. I'm getting double and triple teamed. So if I make it look easy, you know, that's what it is, but it's really hard work. This definitely ain't no video game, but they'll put it in the next one.
Well, hard work is paying off, MP. Well done today.
Hey, thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer.